Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moto Mengy channel. Today my brother and I are here to test ride the Pan America. But while we're waiting for our time slot, we're doing demo rides of some other bikes. And I'm taking out something very familiar to me, a 2021 Road Glide Ultra. Let's see how the new bike compares to the Goldwing that I own. Clutch, remember clutch. Alright, there's no heel shifter anymore, you gotta remember that. Does this have navigation on it? I think so. There's navigation. There we go. Good to go, yep. So remember, clutch and shifter. This is a Road Glide Limited. Tour pack behind me. Already it feels a lot heavier than my Goldwing does. My brother's on the Livewire. The son of a bitch got there before me. If I had seen a Livewire, I would have picked that. Maybe I'll get to ride that next. I like to ride one today. Remember, Harley Davidsons are on each side. They changed the gauges on the new Road Glides. I like them. They're sharp. That old familiar Harley rumble. And away we go. Man, compared to my Goldwing, this feels so weird. I'll tell you what though, they changed the seat for the 2021 Road Glides. It's much more plush and comfortable. Shifting! Haha, what a wonderful feeling.
Holy shit!
Do you like it? Bastard! A very familiar feeling. Back on a Road Glide Ultra. You know, I love my Honda Goldwing so much, but I do miss that Harley rumble once in a while. Even to this day. Now what's interesting is the Road Glide sits lower than my Honda Goldwing. I do love that Milwaukee 8 engine. It's got a good feel to it. It's got some good pickup too, holy crap. It's been a while since I've ridden the Milwaukee 8 Harley. And my brother's behind me on the Livewire. Son of a bitch! I'll get his impression of Livewire when we get back to the dealer. Yeah, I still love Harley Road Glides. I still feel the Road Glide is the best bike Harley makes. Although with the Pan America, that could change today when I ride it later on. But cruising around on a Harley Road Glide Ultra is just a great feeling. These bikes are built to eat up miles. Cruise all day long, just have fun. In comfort. I like the blacked out dash on this thing. I do love the Milwaukee 8 engine. My Road Glide Ultra had the twin cam on it. And that was a good engine too. I love that engine as well, but I do feel the Milwaukee 8's better. Fifth gear. like the new boombox display too on the Harleys. They've updated it some from the one I had, my 2016 Harley Road Glide. The new display's better. It is weird though, even at 50 miles an hour, you feel the rumble and the vibration of the Harley V-twin. I'm so used to the Honda Goldwing now where it's super smooth. Get some! It's got a nice sound to it. I don't know if it's stock exhaust or not, but it sounds nice. I'll do a walk around with the bike when we get back to the dealer and park it. Just to show you the exact bike I'm sitting on. I didn't get to do a walk around before we left because we left so soon. We signed up for the Pan American demo ride and they asked, hey, while you're waiting, what, take out someone else for a ride? We're like, hell yeah, we do. I'll tell you what, these floorboards feel good, but it feels weird being on floorboards again after riding the Goldwing for 2 years, where I have pegs instead of floorboards. And there's no heel shifter on these new Harleys, so there's more room on the left floorboard than I'm used to on a Road Glide. I don't know, I kind of miss the heel shifter, to be honest. On one hand, it's nice having the extra room for your feet, but on the other hand, the heel shifter sure was nice. It's weird actually going back to Harley turn signals, having a button on both the left and right side. My Goldwing has just one button on the left where you use it to go both directions. And now that I'm used to that, I think I prefer that. Well, Harley's way works too. One thing I really miss about Harley Davidson's is the switchgear. I love the big bulbous buttons Harley puts on their bikes. They're so easy to hit with large gloves on. There's a very good tactile feeling to them. I mean, the Honda switchgear is fine too, but the buttons are smaller, so during the winter when you have gloves on, they're harder to hit. I prefer Harley switchgear. What do you think?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I'll bet. Oh man, this bike gets up and goes. It sounds great while doing it. Yeah, there is something to be said about that Harley sound and feeling. You can talk reliability all day you want, but Harleys do have a feeling to them that no other bike replicates. They just do. There's no two ways about it. This is a nice test loop actually. It's pretty around. They're taking us some good roads. I know I said it before or not, but we're riding out of Appalachian Harley Davidson today in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's where the Pan American demo fleet is. Appalachian Harley does a good job. They're a good dealership in Pennsylvania. I've been there many times before. Very good looking dealership too. They got big ass log cabin type look. Okay, so handling. I do love the way the Road Glide Ultra feels, because I'm used to it. I mean, I rode it for 10 years, so I do love Road Glide Ultras, but in the curves and the twists and turns, it is a big difference between this bike and my Honda Goldwing. The Goldwing just feels more sure-footed, more planted, more sporty. Now, that's not to say the Road Glide feels bad, because it doesn't. Like I said before, the Harley Road Glides are some of the best handling bikes Harley makes. They just ride impeccably awesome. But they don't ride as good as my Honda Goldwing. But again, it's not a big difference. I mean, like if that Harley vibration, the Harley feel and sound was important to you, the handling difference wouldn't be an issue. It's not large enough to be a detriment. Road Glides still handle great. I'll tell you what though, this new seat is comfortable. Much more comfortable than my 2016 Road Glide had. So what do you think?
The acceleration's insane.
Tesla-like acceleration, huh?
It's crazy.
Man, that Milwaukee 8 engine rocks. I'd forgotten just how much better it was than my twin cam. I wonder what all the people are doing here. Parked. Must be a hiking trail or something. I really have no idea where we are. It's a great test loop. I have missed you, Harley Davidson. I'm not gonna lie. I have missed that feeling to some degree. Oh, this guy's having an issue.
Feels like the back tire can't get enough pavement.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That guy had a problem there. He stalled his bike. But not everyone has the ride experience that my brother and I have. I mean, we've been riding for our whole lives. Literally, since before we were even teenagers, we were on motorcycles. And we've been on all kinds of Harleys over the years. I've had 7 in my life. He's had at least as many, maybe more even. Of all shapes and sizes Harley Davidsons. But out of all the bikes I had, I love the Road Glide Ultra. I really do. Now, while they have improved the Road Glides over the years, this bike doesn't feel that much different than my 2016 did. But yeah, it's got the Milwaukee 8 engine. That's a better engine than the twin cam was. It's got a nice seat. The seat's better than what I had on my 2016. But short of those two things, it's the same bike. I mean, the display's better too. So there are small changes. But she still rides like a Road Glide Ultra. And that's not a bad thing. Not bad at all. I can cruise this bike all the way to the West Coast. Excuse me, Appalachian Harley Davidson. I'm taking this Road Glide Ultra out to the West Coast, to California, then head back home. 5 days out, 5 days back, 2 weeks. Yeah, I've done that trip. California's a long way from Pennsylvania. But it's a hell of a good ride. Tell you what, I love the seat they have on the new Road Glides.
Yeah,
it's very comfy. Oh, that feels like my bike did. It feels the same.
this is comfy.
I'll bet. Give her some. Oh, this guy in front of me is not gonna do it. I think he's a little spooked. There's 6th for the first time today. Got her in 6th gear. Cruising gear. What a wonderful day. You know, a lot of people complain about the Goldwing DCT, how you forget how to ride clutch, but that's not true. I'm already used to the clutch again. I rode motorcycles with clutches for all my life, so muscle memory just kicks in. You get out on the road, you shift 1 or 2 times and you're back in the groove of it. And while I love the DCT on my Goldwing, there was a certain fun factor to shifting your own motorcycle too, manually. See how she swings around. Yep, handling on road glide. But back to shifting thing. For long distance riding, I still prefer my Goldwing though. The DCT is just so lovely. Yeah, it's not as much. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say it's not as much fun as shifting manually, but that's not true. I find riding the DCT a lot of fun. It's not as engaging or active, I guess, but not having to shift frees you up to enjoy a lot of other aspects of the motorcycling ride too. So I think the DCTs have spoiled me. I'm so used to it, and I like it so much that shifting feels pointless to me now. So maybe Honda ruined me for shifting, I don't know. But that's not to say I hate shifting manually. I mean, it's still fun. It still feels familiar. It's a good feeling. Although, this road glide still has that Harley clunk feel to it when you shift. A familiar Harley clunk. This is fun.
I never would have thought I'd like an electric bike.
I know I would.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna ride that today if I get a chance. I'm gonna take it out for a spin.
I had no idea how noisy the wind was on my helmet. No idea.
These helmets don't get a lot of wind noise either.
You wouldn't think. It does, but when you're on this, it does.
Wow, that's interesting. Here we are back at Appalachian Harley. That's the end of this test ride for 2021 Road Glide Limited. Yeah, that was very nostalgic. Feels familiar. But do I miss the road glide? I mean, would I trade my Goldwing in for another road glide? No, never. Not in a second. I like the Goldwing too much. But that said, I still love Road Glide Ultras. They're wonderful, wonderful Harleys. I will praise road glides till the day I die. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed my Road Glide Limited test ride. After having spent 10 years owning road glides and riding them across the country, it sure was an enjoyable blast of nostalgia for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Now I'm going to go see how long we have to wait till we get on to Pan America. Take care. See you next time.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's a great ride.
So you like it then, huh?
I was not going to be a fan of electric bikes. I like electric cars just
Yeah.
fine. I want that in my bike right now.
Yeah, that is incredible.
I don't want that bike. It's not the kind of ride I do. I
Yeah.
want that motor.
Right.
I want that
It's
ride.
it will come out.
Yep.
We're going to see it's coming out.
Yeah, give it time. They'll be on all the bikes, yeah.